It's literally a big game, and they play for an axe, that annual contest to see which of these Bay Area schools will reign supreme. And after today, only one will be standing tall like a tree or chopping away at one. Sitting beneath Tightwad Hill, California Memorial Stadium in Berkeley, it's the Stanford Cardinal and the Cal Golden Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Just finished talking with Golden Bears head coach. He understands coming off that emotional upset win against the #1 team in the country last week could add a lot of fuel to their fire, but he does not want them focused on that. If they're focused on what they did last week, they won't be locked in and do their job this week. Worry about yourself is the advice that this team got from their head coach this week. Reese?
Holly, thank you. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. On the move, it's Ford. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. There's always one thing sure to get the juices flowing for the Cardinal and the sturdy Golden Bears, and that's anything to do with the axe, guys.
Yeah, and the trophy games are fun. It's not a real axe, by the way. It's kind of a trophy with an axe on it. But this means something to them. It means something to the fans. All the pranks, all the history behind it, Palmer.
Yeah, it's really actually more of a plaque, which is interesting. But regardless, it doesn't matter what the records are between these two teams. Stanford and Cal, it comes down to this game. This is bragging rights, not just today, but for the rest of the year.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
Drives inside. They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a first down.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. After run, now throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking for space. It's Ford. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Stanford to the line on third and long. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. This rivalry dates back to 1892, a mere 90 years before perhaps the most memorable play in college football history as Cal ran through the band on the field.
And that's a play they'll be talking about for another 250 years, no doubt. It's sort of synonymous with this rivalry between Cal and Stanford, and you never know. You never know any given year there's going to be a play that's just going to jump out at you, David, something you'll hold on to.
And I think one of the cool nuggets about this series, the big game in 1982, the band running on the field, the one y'all referenced, every year whoever has the Axe trophy, they change the score of that game. That's how petty this rivalry is. We just change history, change scores. I love it.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Throwing, Sangapolatelli. Throws to the wideout. Right side, it's King. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And, man, this is exactly how you wanted to script this game. Your defense comes out, gets a stop, do a nice job in special teams. Now you get that first down. The juices are flowing. Everybody's feeling confident now. The offense is feeling good. I look, Jesse, for them to open it up now. Try to create an explosive play. They got some of that momentum early.
Yeah, and this is what coaches love to see, too, right? Complementary football for everything you just talked about. And now, if you're the offensive coordinator, you got that first down. This might be an opportunity to take a shot like David said. The defense might be expecting run here. Take a look at what their personnel is. If you got the matchup you like, don't be afraid to take a shot.
Might as well run him again. And the ball's out and they're after it. The offense somehow fell on it and they'll retain possession. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
3rd down for the offense after recovering their own fumble.
Ready.
JKS. Left side is King. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
And you see these so much more in college football now. Decisions on 4th down. Listen, when it's 4th and short and you got a chance to establish yourself, especially physically at the line of scrimmage, field goals are great, but touchdowns win games. And so this first drive, man, assert yourself, be physical, get this 4th down.
Quarterback will keep it. Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on 4th down does not work.
Yeah, and he calls his own number, tries to go get the 1st down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big 1st down.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off play action. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. They needed a big play and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Ford.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground with the counter. On his feet at the 40. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front seven, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
They go to the counter. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last two plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
All over him immediately.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
The give to the back. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. Still nothing on the board as we open up play here in the second quarter. We'll start this second quarter with a field goal attempt. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
And the Golden Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Jaron Chiave Songopolitelli. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Catch in the middle. It's Hendricks.
And this is why there's a lot of receivers that go alligator arms. And they start tiptoeing over the middle of the field because you don't want to be living where these big physical linebackers are. This guy, though, completely fearless, crosses the defender's face. He makes the catch, gets absolutely laid out by the linebacker, but he holds on anyway.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Now on 2nd down. Again, it's Songopolitelli. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Turning it on. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinal. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense.
Break. So let's go.
Sangopolitelli unloads to the wideout. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The Cardinal offense takes the field ready to attack. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Paul.
It's a running room. He is in. Touchdown, Stanford. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up, so it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Throwing, Sangopolitelli. Out wide left, it's Perry.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And after that last completion, left them with just a yard or so to go for a first down. How will they attack on second and short? He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Press center downs going to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Strong. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Second and long here. Songapolatelli on the play action. Going for it all. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed. You saw his ability to turn his hips. And how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. JKS fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Yeah, and this is a day he would want to forget. This is a day he wished didn't exist. It's been miserable. You've already thrown 2 interceptions. You just tried to throw your 3rd, but the defense didn't cooperate. But get those feet set before you try to throw the football.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got the first down. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. The Golden Bears trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Jaron Kiave Songapolatelli trying to find the end zone. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, here's an interesting decision. It's early in the game. Do you want to be aggressive and try to seize momentum and go for this? Or do you just take the field goal and take the points?
Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll close the gap to 14.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. The ride plows through the defense. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They give it back to him. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Cal uses its 2nd timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Punt is in the air. Going to field this one in tight quarters. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. They make fun of kickers saying they don't have to worry about contact, but they do in situations like that. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Wants to throw on 1st. Flip it out to the back on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 2. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Stanford at the line on 1st down. Let's see if they lean on that offensive line.
They run it, they get the 1st down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The fake wants to throw. Moves to his right. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. Looking for room. It's 4. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Cal will use its final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This would be a prodigious kick from 56 yards out and from the left side. Now Stanford is going to call a timeout. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Stanford lines up to punt it away. And the offense is really backed up as this ball is down at the 5.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Sangapolitelli. And they got him in the end zone for a safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
The returner brings it out to the 38, and the Stanford offense will take over. 1st and 10.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The give to Davis. He's got the first down. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We start with the Washington Huskies, taking on the number 12 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Huskies coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night.
And they'll take over 1st and 7.
Break. Solo.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Give to the running back. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
I love when offenses are stubborn and they run the football. That's a really good thing. Those are body blows that sometimes throughout a game can lead up. But the offensive line, they got to pave a little bit better room. Like, there needs to be a little bit more room so this guy can break free and get in the open field, try to make a play. Now it's 3rd and 6, so now probably a passing situation.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. He'll try to really get into this one.
He could go oh, man, really? Coughing it up? Looked like he was going to do some damage. Take that thing. For the house, and instead he coughs it up and gives it to the other team.
Stanford comes up with a 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Ford. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that... So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking for a crease, it's Ford. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Cardinal! And the stomping has commenced. the AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Long way to go on second down. Throwing Sangopolitelli. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
There's just so much for this defense to think about right now. They've had strong side runs thrown at them. Now the counter. They know that this offense can work in the play action off of all these base runs too. So much offensive volume this defense needs to worry about at this point in the game.
The give on the counter. He's stopped.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They'll ride Davis here. He's got enough. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Can't get him to the ground. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is even bigger.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Looking for running room. Got the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
JKS throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll go to the counter. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Got an alley. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
It's a reverse. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wide receiver going in motion. The give. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity giving the football away too much. got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Jaron Kiave Songopolatelli. He wants to take the top off. And he's thrown another interception. Smashes ahead. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. On the ground with the counter. Swamped immediately.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Out wide right, it's Perry. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Songopolatelli, they're all over it. Takes a hit as he fires. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when you're in...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
Songopolatelli from the gun on 3rd down. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Well, you look at Webster's dictionary and the term game wrecker, a picture of this guy is going to show up. He has been unstoppable in this football game. That's his 2nd sack here today.
Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
At the 40, there he goes. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down.
Yeah, and a nice effort by the running back. Way to get some positive yards. Nice play call. Still short, though, right? Now it's 4th and short. Decision time. It's not a decision. You're going for it. But what play do you want to run to go for it?
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Needs it.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop you.
And on 4th down, they'll take a knee, but this one's just about over. No wasted time as the defense uses a timeout here. 1:54 left to play. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Punt is on its way. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Throwing Sangapolatelli. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
After the game, it is Stanford who will hold on to the axe and guard it securely on the farm until these two meet again next year. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.